아프리카 초원의 전형적인 하루입니다.
They're crouching.
오후 늦게 들소무리가 나타났습니다. 바로 앞에 젊은 사자 무리가 있습니다.
She's going for him. She's going for him. She got him.
I was kind of surprised that the buffalo had no clue there were lions there.
270kg의 악어도 굶주려 있습니다. 모두가 놀라움 속에서 지켜보는 가운데 들소무리가 되돌아옵니다. 가족을 지키기 위해 나선 거죠.
It was really incredible. Just like the cavalry, all the dust and it was amazing.
유튜브의 자료실에서 아주 놀라운 야생동물 동영상을 찾았습니다. 화면과 관련된 자세한 이야기와 증언에 전문가의 해설을 덧붙였습니다. 디지털 고화질 화면으로 그 동영상을 직접 보여드리겠습니다. 유튜브는 인터넷 세상의 중심입니다. 하루에 수억 편의 동영상이 올라오고 세계 어디에서나 접속이 가능합니다. 홈 비디오에서 뮤직비디오, TV쇼, 패러디 화면까지 단 한 번의 클릭으로 전부 볼 수 있죠. 2007년 봄 유튜브에 크루그의 혈투라는 제목의 놀라운 동영상 하나가 떴습니다. 이 동영상은 화면도 흐릿하고 길이도 짧았지만 야생의 대결을 다룬 훌륭한 다큐멘터리로 인기를 얻었습니다. 8분간의 숨막히는 사투 속에서 어린 들소 한 마리가 사자들과 악어들을 상대로 살아남기 위해 안간힘을 씁니다.
This event that we all saw on YouTube is absolutely incredible. There's no words that one can really put to it. It was absolutely unique.
Predation sequences are always very difficult to get, and that's what makes this Battle of Kruger so remarkable.
불과 몇 주 만에 이 8분짜리 동영상은 가장 인기 있는 동물 동영상으로 등극했죠. 그리고 이미 2천만 번 이상의 접속을 기록했고 여전히 하루 5만 번의 추가 접속이 이루어지고 있습니다. 놀랍게도 이 동영상은 방송용 카메라를 사용하는 전문가들이 촬영한 것이 아닙니다. 데이비드 버친스키라는 아마추어가 GR50MC 카메라와 DV 테이프로 아프리카 사바나에서 벌어지는 포식자들의 대결을 촬영한 것입니다. 가이드인 프랭크 와츠도 현장에 있었죠.
This thing that I saw is that rare. It is just like a meteorite hitting Earth. They probably hit Earth quite regularly, but nobody sees them and no one photographs them. I don't know of anybody who's ever seen anything like this before.
이제까지 본 적 없는 8분짜리 동영상 전체를 보여드리겠습니다. 디지털 고화질 화면으로 복원한 원본 화면입니다. 먼저 이 동영상이 언제 어디에서 촬영됐는지부터 알아보죠. 크루거 국립공원은 남아프리카 공화국 북동부 모퉁이에 있습니다. 매년 세계 각지에서 100만 명 이상이 이곳을 찾아와 공원에서 허용하는 범위까지 가까이 접근해 직접 야생을 경험합니다. 총면적 500만 에이커, 남아프리카 최대의 야생 보호구역입니다. 그리고 아프리카의 거대 포유동물 5종의 집입니다. 코끼리, 사자, 컵불소, 표범, 아프리카 들소입니다. 이외에도 이곳에는 142종의 포유동물이 살고 있습니다. 기린, 임팔라, 하마, 얼룩말도 있습니다. 특히 코끼리는 그 숫자가 12,000마리가 넘습니다. 사파리는 주로 레저용 차량이나 오픈카를 이용합니다. 언제나 안전한 것은 아니지만 사파리 가이드인 프랭크 와츠는 이 어린 수컷 코끼리 같은 야생동물과 거의 매일 만납니다.
Hey, where are you going? Hey! See, Lily touched the truck. Did you see that? Shit.
I think he was going to try to get in and drive.
I thought he was going to touch the blooming vehicle.
(2004년 9월) 초 처음으로 사파리 여행에 나선 데이비드 버친스키와 제이슨 숄스버그가 부부 동반으로 공원을 찾았습니다. 그들은 나흘간의 사파리 여행을 상당히 기대하고 있었지만 얼마나 대단한 경험을 하게 될지는 전혀 모르고 있었죠.
Actually being there and seeing the animals and how close they would come and how beautiful they were. I mean, it was fantastic to see it up close and personal as opposed to seeing it on TV or tapes of it. It just, there's nothing like being there in person.
데이비드 버친스키는 텍사스주 휴스턴에 있는 세브론사에 근무하고 있었습니다. 그리고 2007년 일행과 함께 다시 한번 크루거 국립공원을 찾았습니다.
Up the tree there, you can see that.
프랭크 와츠가 그들의 가이드였죠. 그는 20년간 1,000명이 넘는 여행객의 야생 체험을 도왔습니다.
But sometimes the leopard lies in another tree, doesn't necessarily lie right next to the cock.
Oh, I see where it is. It's way up the trunk.
Up the trunk there.
처음 이틀 동안은 안내 책자 그대로의 여행이었습니다. 모두 야생동물의 멋진 모습을 가까이에서 보며 즐거워하고 있었죠.
Straight through that gate.
데이비드 버친스키는 소형 비디오 카메라 하나를 가지고 갔습니다. 제이슨은 일반 카메라로 주변의 풍경을 찍고 있었죠. 비록 차 밖으로 나갈 수는 없었지만 아프리카의 5대 포유동물을 모두 볼 수 있었습니다. 사흘째 되던 날 오후 4시경 프랭크 와츠가 물 근처에 차를 세웠습니다. 그곳에는 비아미티 계곡의 저수지와 연결된 물웅덩이 6개 중 하나가 있었죠. 건기에 동물들이 마실 수 있는 물을 저장하는 곳이었습니다.
We pulled up to the water hole and we saw that there was a big herd of Cape buffalo there, and we saw the lions were out, which was very, very unusual. So Frank said, let's just sit here for a while. It was the end of the day. We knew we had to make it back in before 6 because the gate was going to close. So we just were relaxing, being patient and seeing what developed.
들소무리는 200마리 정도 됐고 주변을 어슬렁거리며 풀을 뜯고 있었습니다. 다른 여행객들은 떠나고 프랭크 와츠의 일행만이 약 30분 동안 들소들을 지켜보고 있었습니다. 그리고 덕분에 그들은 아주 특별한 드라마를 볼 수 있었죠. 어느 순간 무리의 우두머리들이 사자들이 있는 방향으로 이동하기 시작합니다.
And Frank said, ooh, this could be good. Let's see what happens. This could be very interesting. I was kind of surprised that the buffalo had no clue as far as there were lions there. And maybe it's because the lions were crouching and they were low to the ground and they blended in. He couldn't see them. And so I thought, oh my gosh, look at this. This is fantastic. So I got the camera out when they started walking. You know, I was just like riveted. I couldn't wait to see what was going to happen. That is a huge buffalo.
It's a huge buffalo.
It's a huge buffalo. The lead buffalo froze, and that's when you could tell he was all of a sudden aware that there were lions around right in front of him. And that's when I pulled back because I knew that the lions were going to charge in from the right. They weren't in a shot, so I pulled the zoom back so I could get all of it.
데이비드는 조그만 화면으로 모든 상황을 지켜보았습니다. 그것은 일상적으로 볼 수 있는 들스와 사자의 만남이 아니었습니다.
Dave's ability to maintain his composure while he was videoing that event is incredible.
Did she got him?
The only thing that I can think is that he knew that he was seeing something special and he was excited about it, but he didn't realize that what he was seeing was a lifetime event.
주위에 있던 다른 사람들도 도움을 주었습니다.
And this is what was really great about it. Having the people around, they were looking all over, so it's like there were a bunch of eyes looking. And so if they would say something like, look over there, there's crocodiles, well, I would sort of like open both eyes and look around, and then I would refocus and zoom in on where the crocs were. So if I were there by myself, I probably would have missed the whole thing.
놀랍게도 데이비드는 그 사건 전부를 카메라에 담았습니다.
I swear it was like watching some sort of a movie unfold at that point because it couldn't have been scripted better if you wanted to script it.
유튜브를 통해 이 영상을 본 사람들은 수많은 댓글과 질문을 달았습니다.
Grief, that footage was amazing. Horrible to see that poor calf torn so mercilessly between the lions and Croc, but just amazing to see the herd rally behind its young. This is a disgrace to the lion family. Beaten by a cow, the shame. I was upset at first as I did not want to watch that baby be torn in half by tigers and alligators, but I kept watching with one eye open. Those lions must have been well fed, because they don't exactly strain themselves to kill the calf. It's pathetic what some animals will do just to get on YouTube.
하지만 왜 녀석들은 이런 행동을 했던 걸까요? 잠시 후 전문가들이 화면 분석을 통해 이 혈투 뒤에 숨겨져 있는 진실을 알려드립니다. 야생동물 비디오 중 가장 멋진 이 동영상은 야생 전문 촬영팀이 아닌 평범한 회사원이 가정용 비디오 카메라로 촬영한 것입니다.
They're crouching.
이 동영상에는 동물의 왕국에서 가장 무시무시한 야수 세 종류가 나옵니다. 따로 있어도 위험한 이 녀석들이 맞붙게 되면 그야말로 피 튀기는 혈투가 벌어지죠. 누군가 죽어야 끝나는 싸움입니다. 크루거 혈투의 무대는 물가입니다. 사자들은 남쪽 모퉁이에 자리를 잡고 있습니다. 들소무리는 동쪽에서 물가로 접근하고 있죠. 사파리 여행객들은 서쪽에 있는 주차장에 모여 있었습니다. 그곳에 데이비드 버친스키도 있었죠. 사자나 악어와 달리 아프리카 들소는 초식동물로 아프리카 사바나에서 풀을 뜯으며 평화롭게 살고 있습니다. 하지만 성질을 돋우면 상당히 위험하죠. 들소는 안전을 위해 무리를 지어다닙니다. 사자들이 공격해 무리를 흩어놓습니다. 하지만 무리가 되돌아와서 사자들을 쫓아내기도 합니다. 크루거 국립공원의 수의사인 로이 벤기스 박사입니다. 지구에서 가장 위험한 동물들이 그의 환자들이죠.
Buffalo are very water dependent. They are grazing animals. They eat mainly grasses. Herds vary depending on the season of the year. Now, one thing with buffalo is they're social. They have a group structure where you've got little family groups within the herd. And then you will have quite a few mature bulls and then some younger mature bulls that hang around on the periphery. And a buffalo herd is very cosmopolitan, and it's got all the ages and both genders.
린마리 드 클러그 로리스트는 15년간 크루거 국립공원에서 들소들을 돌보고 있습니다. 린 마리에 따르면 이 동영상에 나온 들소무리는 경험이 부족해 보인다고 합니다.
The one specific one that came in there, I don't think it's the lead buffalo. It's a youngish bull. If you look at the horns, it's difficult to see because we usually tell age by teeth, but it looks like about a 4 or 5-year-old bull. So he wouldn't be the leader after all. He's just probably really thirsty and he's coming in, not paying attention to what's going on around him. You know, he just wants to get to the water and he's very relaxed. They look like grazing animals, you know, they're taking a couple of bites here and there, and then his head is all down, relaxed, ears hanging down, nothing pricked up, head not held high, he's not watching the horizon. So he's just, in general, he's relaxed because he's not smelling anything.
아프리카 들소는 시력과 청력은 좋지 않지만 후각은 매우 예민한 편입니다. 사자들이 땅 위에 납작 엎드려 있습니다. 바람도 사자 쪽으로 불고 있어서 들소들은 냄새를 맡지 못한 채로 위험 속으로 걸어 들어가고 있습니다.
I thought the buffalo were going to move away, and I was actually waiting to see what would happen, and well, they didn't move away. They made a serious error of judgment there. So that was very unusual, very atypical of buffalo behavior when encountering lions, which is what makes me believe they didn't see the lions.
바로 이 순간부터 상황은 말 그대로 걷잡을 수 없이 흐르기 시작합니다.
A lot of things in wild animals depends on posturing. And when animals turn and run, they become prey. And that's why, you know, many people will tell you, if you bump into a bunch of lions walking in the field, the last thing you must do is turn and run, because then you become prey, you see. And had that buffalo stood its ground, I think, you know, the lions might not have been so willing to attack.
YouTube comment. The most amazing thing I've seen from Africa. These people got very lucky. It's hard to see on the clip. Was the lion's adult or smaller?
사자들은 무리를 지어 사냥을 하며 대개 좀 더 약한 녀석을 무리에서 떨어뜨려 공격을 합니다. 그리고 재빨리 사냥감을 덮쳐서 숨통을 조르거나 콧구멍을 막아서 숨을 쉬지 못하도록 만듭니다.
From what I could see in the footage, there were 6 lions involved. And of those 6 lions, 2 were young males. The other 4 were young females. I do not estimate those lions older than about 3.5 years. They're obviously a young nomadic pride.
Lions tend to sit around the waterholes, they wait for the animals to come in. And they are opportunistic, whether it's buffalo or zebra or wildebeest, whatever's coming in, they will go for the weakest animal and they will try to bring that one down.
The magnification to actually see, for instance, their noses, that's a dead giveaway, because a lion's nose, up until about 5 years of age, it's pink. It's pinkish, and then it starts getting more and more pigmented, black, and eventually from about 6 years onwards, the nose is completely black. That's one thing. Then the main development in the males was just scruffy, short, you know, like a teenager with his first beard.
아프리카 들소는 우연히 그 길로 들어선 것처럼 보이며 사자들은 세 지점에서 공격을 준비하고 있었습니다. 데이비드는 차가 있는 쪽으로 다가와 주차장에 상당히 가깝게 접근한 암컷 사자에 초점을 맞추고 촬영을 하고 있었습니다. 화면을 보면 앞쪽에 3마리, 그리고 그 뒤로 2마리가 있습니다. 잠시 후 3마리가 몸을 낮추고 공격을 준비합니다. 뒤에 있던 사자 1마리가 뒤쪽으로 빠지며 어디론가 사라집니다. 아프리카 들소는 세 방향에서 공격해 들어오는 사자들과 상대하게 됐습니다. 뒤로 돌아갔던 사자가 맨 앞으로 나옵니다. 하지만 주차장 쪽에서 뛰어들어간 암컷 사자가 녀석을 앞질러 달려갑니다. 양쪽 모두 필사적이지만 사자들이 들소보다 전략면에서 앞서고 있습니다. 일단 사자들은 몸을 숨기고 있다가 들소를 급습합니다. 그리고 사자는 들소보다 빠릅니다. 하지만 이는 단거리인 경우에만 해당되며 장거리를 달리게 되면 들소가 훨씬 더 유리합니다. 게다가 사자는 더 빨리 속도를 높일 수 있고 사냥 경험도 많습니다. 무리의 보호를 받는 새끼는 그다지 속도를 낼 일이 없기 때문에 근육도 발달되지 않은 상태입니다. 사자들이 어린 새끼를 목표물로 정하고 공격에 나섭니다.
The female was the first one out of the blocks, and she was the one that took the lead in the attack.
Obviously, you saw they ran past the big buffalo and then they jumped on the calf. So they definitely targeted the smallest and the weakest of the animals that were present there.
우두머리 암컷이 새끼를 덮치며 함께 물속으로 빠집니다.
She got him. Oh, she did. She got him.
The lion didn't throw that buffalo into the water. That was definitely accidental. Lions can swim, but they don't seek out water specifically, to put their prey in or to get in themselves. That was an accident for sure. I mean, it jumped in the air and it hit that buffalo. The little buffalo collapsed and they fell into the water. That's why they went into the water.
이때 두 번째 사자가 새끼 들소를 향해 뛰어듭니다.
Very unusual. Lions are not very fond of water, and just to see one go in with that abandon was very unusual. But they were obviously very hungry.
이제 들소를 죽여야 합니다.
Once they got hold of the calf, they weren't sure what to do with it. They kind of held it, but they didn't really go out killing it. There seemed a little bit of reluctance in killing the calf, and maybe it was inexperience.
When lions kill their prey, they tend to suffocate the prey, close the throat or close over the nose, depending on what prey it is, how many lions, the size. There's a whole lot of elements that come into it. But it's not this ripping thing that people imagine it is.
I think by grabbing the buffalo by the snout, it will actually serve two purposes. One's to suffocate it as quickly as possible, and obviously in suffocating it as quickly as possible, it will make less sound. That is sometimes why you will also have two lions on the head, one on the snout and one actually grabbing it by the jugular or by the trachea, so that you've got a double enforcement of trying to suffocate the animal, and you will try and keep it quiet at the same time. As you can see on the video with the buffalo calf, you can see that there's actually three lions grabbing it, trying to grab it on the face. So they're going for the neck, they're going for the nose, they're going for anything to try and keep it quiet. And as long as the buffalo calf is in the water, it is actually quiet. It's not making a noise because they're really getting a good grip of it.
이 과정에서 들소의 몸이 뒤집히면서 허공을 향해 발길질을 해대기 시작합니다. 그리고 사자들이 쉽게 들소의 목숨을 빼앗는 것처럼 보이던 순간 270kg의 악어가 먹잇감을 향해 입을 들이밉니다. 아프리카 초원에서는 매일 목숨을 건 전투가 벌어집니다. 건기가 되자 동물들이 물가로 모여들고 있습니다. 생존을 위한 본능입니다. 하지만 이 행동이 죽음을 부를 수도 있습니다. 포식자들이 물가에 숨어 기다리다가 열기와 갈증을 해소하기 위해 찾아온 녀석을 덮칩니다. 크루거의 혈투는 어느 들소 한 마리의 이야기가 아닙니다. 이것은 아프리카 전체의 이야기죠. 90kg의 아프리카 들소. 사자들에게 잡혀 먹히기 직전입니다. 암컷 4마리, 수컷 2마리로 이루어진 사자물입니다. 어린 들소가 굶주린 사자들 속에서 안간힘을 쓰고 있습니다. 사자무리가 들소를 물가로 끌어내기 위해 힘을 모으고 있습니다. 그 과정에서 들소가 미끄러지면서 바닥에 누워 발버둥을 치기 시작합니다. 그리고 사자들은 예상치 못했던 습격을 받습니다. 가장 오래된 포식자 중 하나인 악어가 270kg의 몸을 이끌고 나타났습니다. 어떻게 수천만 년 동안 지구에서 살아남을 수 있었는지, 왜 살인 기계로 불리는지 증명해 보이려는 모양입니다. 악어는 물속에 몸을 감추고 먹이를 향해 접근합니다. 그리고 충분히 가까워졌다고 판단한 순간 물가에 있는 동물을 덮치죠. 그 순간 1톤에 가까운 힘이 가해집니다. 악어는 순식간에 당황한 동물을 끌고 더 깊은 물속으로 들어갑니다.
Crocs have sometimes, when there's been a kill near the edge of the water, will sometimes try and come out and stabbing or grab a piece or drag the carcass closer to the water. But in this case, where it was still a live prey animal, and here there were 6 lions involved, and this croc still had the audacity to come and he saw a chance.
크루거의 혈투에서는 물속에 있는 악어가 우세했습니다. 녀석이 사자들을 완전히 제압하고 있습니다. 두 번째 공격에 사자 3마리가 물러납니다.
The crocodile must have heard the commotion and then decided, well, here's a free meal for me, and then came in and grabbed the little buffalo.
악어가 세 번째 공격에서 입을 벌리고 무시무시한 이빨로 들소를 뭅니다.
I think that the croc tried and get hold of the thigh fold. It looked like almost the upper femur where it was grabbing the buffalo. There's not really a lot of muscle on a small calf like that, so it was possibly a difficult grab.
악어와 사자의 줄다리기가 시작됐습니다. 270kg의 악어와 130kg의 사자 4마리가 맞붙었습니다. 거의 1톤의 힘이 새끼 들소에게 가해지고 있습니다. 사자들은 위로 끌어당겨야 합니다. 악어에게 유리한 상황이죠.
It got itself a good grip. It would be unlikely that the lions would be able to tear it out of its mouth. But I think with the crocodile being dragged out of the water in that fashion, it was becoming vulnerable. It was being dragged out of its natural environment. And there were a lot of lions there, so even if it had a good grip, it probably let go. Probably thought, no, this meal's not worth the price I'm going to pay for it.
악어와의 싸움에서 이긴 사자들이 사냥을 끝낼 준비를 합니다.
I think they just got through this adrenaline rush with a croc, and everybody was just sitting around saying, you know, that's over now. And one or two were still just holding on to the buffalo, but they were not making any serious attempt to kill it. Why? I don't think they had it on the throat, because that calf was vocalizing. And in my opinion, it was the vocalizing that turned that herd around and brought them back.
사자들의 승리가 확실한 것처럼 보였지만 뒤에서 분노한 척들이 다가오고 있었습니다.
Oh, look at the teeth.
You'd see the lions mauling this little calf, and you knew that the time was running out. In fact, if I can remember correctly, someone said to me, "Oh, is it too late? Is it too late?" You know, and I said, "Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's not too late." You know, but I did, in my heart, feel that perhaps it was too late.
You guys, you cannot believe what's going on here. There's a big terrier. We cannot believe what's going on here.
들소 새끼가 도움을 청하며 울부짖습니다. 무리가 그 소리를 듣고 모여들어 전투 준비를 합니다.
They initially ran away, and then somewhere along the line, I don't know how these animals communicate with one another, but they must have decided, no, you know, let's turn back and take this lot on, which they did. It was really incredible. Just like the cavalry, all the dust, and it was amazing.
If it's a calf in distress call, you get the dams coming in because they all got that mothering instinct. It will be the cows first, and then when there's lots of the buffalo around, then you will see the bigger bulls also coming to the front and defending the rest of the herd.
Amazing footage. When the buffs all got together and headed back towards the lions, I could hear the theme song to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly play in my head.
there's only 4 or 5 lions sitting on the one side, and all of a sudden you're faced by about 150 or maybe even 200 buffalo, coming with their sharp edges towards you, and you've got the water to your back. It's a kind of a difficult situation to be in.
You're too late.
There's been an evolutionary dislike between lions and buffalo for millennia. I've actually witnessed where buffalo have got down a lion, where they've actually tossed it and they're goring it, that even the little calves will go in with their heads. And this is how far back the hatred goes between these two species.
들소무리에게는 한 가지 철칙이 있습니다. 그 어떤 가죽도 버리지 않는다는 거죠. 악어와의 싸움에서는 승리했지만 사자들은 치명적인 실수를 저질렀습니다. 아프리카 들소무리의 힘을 과소평가한 거죠.
The calf's still alive. Yeah, it's trying to get away.
잔인한 포식자 둘에게 붙잡혔다가 살아남을 수 있는 동물은 많지 않습니다. 남아프리카의 크루거 국립공원에서 아마추어가 촬영한 이 동영상에 나오는 새끼들소는 사자에게 공격당하고 악어에게 물리고도 여전히 살아있습니다. 이제 녀석은 자신을 잡고 있는 사자 6마리에게서 빠져나와야 합니다.
I think you're right. You're too late.
들소무리가 사자 뒤로 모여듭니다. 마치 막다른 길처럼 그 어느 쪽에도 틈이 없어 보입니다.
Those lions were not sure of themselves. They just kept bunching and moving backwards and backwards. And had this been a mature pride, you would have probably found that the big males would have actually charged at the buffalo and that would have scattered them again.
Then they realize that these lions are probably a little bit inexperienced. They can see that there's not an adult lion with them. So then they really take their chance. They see if they can physically force and push them off the calf.
분노한 수컷들소 한 마리가 뿔을 들이밀며 공격을 시도합니다.
Whoa. He swatted at him and kicked at him. He's kicking at him. Look, he's kicking at him.
결국 사자 한 마리를 쫓아냅니다. 데이비드 버친스키가 카메라로 이 모든 장면을 촬영했습니다.
If you pay really close attention, you notice it's only one bull that fights the lions.
화면 오른쪽에 있는 들소의 모습을 주의 깊게 보십시오. 녀석이 한번 화면에서 사라집니다. 잠시 후
Ooh, they got him surrounded.
녀석이 사자들을 향해서 뿔을 들이밀며 뛰어듭니다. 그리고 130kg의 사자 한 마리를 공중으로 내던졌죠. 두 마리 처치했고 4마리 남았습니다.
You got the lion on him, run.
다른 무리는 사자를 쫓아가면서도 안전거리를 유지하고 있습니다. 다른 들소들이 남은 사자 3마리를 흩어놓기 위해 접근합니다.
Yeah, it's trying to get away.
새끼 들소가 사자들에게서 벗어나기 위해 안간힘을 쓰며 자리에서 일어납니다.
It's standing up.
이 순간 녀석이 기적적으로 사자들에게서 빠져나옵니다. 그리고 비틀거리며 가족들의 품속으로 들어갑니다.
And when that calf ran back, it looked perfectly normal. I mean, you cannot see the skin wounds or anything, so it's difficult to tell the extent of the injury. But if you look at the musculoskeletal system, that calf seemed pretty normal when it went back.
Buffalo are tough. I mean, they've evolved to be tough. And sure, a 50% chance that calf might have made it.
It's standing up. It's standing up.
You can watch many wildlife movies. We've all seen them over and over again. Lions killing buffalo, lions killing giraffe, leopard killing impala. It's endless. But to see that little creature get up after being subjected to that was amazing.
I think that was the magic moment that made that footage. It was like a little miracle because there was absolutely no way that baby could have survived.
내셔널 지오그래픽의 제작자인 리처드 고스도 감동을 받았습니다.
It's about life and death for these animals after all. There's nothing that can be more motivating than knowing that if you don't get the next meal, well, no one's going to provide it. You're just going to die. It's that simple and it's that harsh. So often when you're on that sort of knife edge, unpredictable, unusual things happen. As professional filmmakers, we spend a lot of time capturing vast amounts of image on video or film and then cutting that down to a very pacey format where there's something happening all the time. And they don't realize it took 2 years to put together all these aspects that give you an hour-long film. In this particular case, it was unedited and it runs grippingly for 8 minutes. I think that there's a lesson for us to learn from that as filmmakers, to try and stay as true as possible to the truth in terms of time and what happens is the most powerful mixture that you can get, and I think that's the power of this particular sequence.
YouTube commentary. I just thought the video was awesome because there were so many twists and it was hard to tell what was going to happen. Not because of the moral standpoint some seem to take. Truth be told, I was rooting for the crocs.
Any film sequence that is as revealing and as spectacular as that, I just admire whoever it's shot by and however it's shot. There isn't really envy in that, although I must say it would have been nice to have been there with a tripod and a high-definition camera. Yeah, no doubt.
아프리카에서 가장 무서운 포식자들이 패자가 됐고 승자는 아프리카 초원에서 또 다른 하루를 보낼 수 있게 됐습니다. 이제 상황 설명은 끝났습니다. 잠시 후 크루거의 혈투를 편집 없이 처음부터 끝까지 그대로 보여드리도록 하겠습니다. (2004년 9월) 남아프리카 크루거 국립공원에서 사파리 여행을 하고 있던 데이비드 버친스키는 놀라운 장면을 촬영하게 됩니다. 세 종류의 포유동물들이 들소새끼 한 마리를 둘러싸고 싸움을 벌입니다. 지금부터 음질과 화질을 개선한 크루거의 혈투 동영상을 처음부터 끝까지 보여드리겠습니다. 적자 생존의 생생한 실화입니다.
Right over there, they're very intently watching the buffalo. We're moving right over there. This could be very interesting. The size of that one. That is a huge buffalo.
That's a huge buffalo.
It's a huge buffalo.
These lions will run up on us.
Even the lion.
Yeah, they're too young. The one's gone already.
Don't you think they're around the other way? There's a little.
I don't know. I think they're a bit young. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, he's looking at getting. It's female.
They're getting ready.
They're crouching.
She's quite big.
Does that mean attack position?
Yeah, it's a touch position.
Who is that female?
I can't see her.
This is amazing. They're running away. Big bull's gonna. Uh-oh. What's a bull gonna do?
Can we grab the baby? grab the baby.
She's
Watch.
going for him. She's going for him. She got him. Oh, she did. She got him.
Bailey's gone. He's just dropped that buffalo here. God, did you see that? Oh my God. Unbelievable. Come and help this baby watch.
Too late. Can they help him out, Frank?
Yeah, they can.
He's still alive, you think?
Oh, it's still alive. Russell, okay.
They're trying to drag him out. They're dragging him out.
Oh, it's so alive.
Ja, positief. Hulle het 'n klein buffeltjie gevang en so.
There's a crocodile there too.
Ja, daar's 'n krokodil ook. Daar gaan 'n krokodil ook, die kleintjie.
The
Yes.
crocodile crocodile. Yes. Coming out this side.
Check through the barn as the croc's trying to grab the baby.
Yes.
Look at this. The crocodile's taking that baby away.
The two crocodiles.
They're gonna lose it.
Oh my God.
Oh, they're going to fight over it.
Some shit.
Oh, he's coming for huge crocodile.
Oh, look at those. Oh,
The lions have won.
the lions have won.
Oh, the lions have won.
Yeah, but look at all those buffalo coming.
No, they're gonna come and try and chase the lion, but I think they're too late.
I think you're right.
They're going to chase them.
No, they're too late.
Oh, look at the teeth.
Look at the teeth, Jay.
You're too late.
Yes.
You're too late.
Hey, you guys, you cannot believe what's going on here. There's a big terrier between lions, crocodiles, and buffaloes.
Look at them all.
Whoa! He swatted at him and kicked at him. He's kicking at him. Look, he's kicking at him.
Look at him run.
Ja, julle ouens, julle het sien wat laat man. Buffels is besig om die leeu's te omsingel hierso. Want die leeu's het in klein natties gevang. En die natties wil die leeu's net bykom. Hulle jag die leeu's links en regs.
Ooh, they got him surrounded.
Ja, jy kan maar kom Jan. Hier's
And that one's
Ooh!
Chasing him.
Record him.
Go on. Chasing him. Will he go in the water?
You got the lion on him, run.
that little buffalo's still alive.
Yes, look at the fish. The others are doing that. They're going at the other end. Go on.
Yes, can you believe this?
Never seen that before.
I've never seen anything like
The
that.
calf's still alive.
It is?
Yeah, it's trying to get away. It's standing up.
It is. It's still alive. Oh, is it? Oh, and I pushed them into the water. It's standing up. It's standing up. It's run away.
Ja, they've got us back.
It's got it back.
They've got him back. They do have him back.
Ja, hierdie buffels het die leeu's weggevat van hy kleintjie af. En
They're going back. They're cutting to the other ones.
We're still chasing.
Back in with the herd. And they're two lions. Oh, they're going back. No, they're two lions.
I've never seen anything like that.
Look, we're running. Look at them running.
There's two left.
Gee, they chased him away.
Oh, they're terrified.
But they hooked the one, did you see?
Come on, Buffalo, go on.
What message can one take from this video? It's very difficult to put something to that. Each individual will probably take something away from it of their own accord. Each person will find something that touches them there. And also being patient, you know. Don't just look at something and just accept what you see there. Just sit and watch nature. Nature's has got many surprises.
YouTube comment. Right now, there are natural world photographers with their heads in their hands. They work all their lives for a shot 1/4 as good as this, and never get it. Some guy on holiday trumps them all. Now that's the circle of life.